Paul, what did you make of the overall performance?
Overall, I thought it was decent. I wasn't happy with the first half. Again, our Achilles heel was there for all to see, set pieces, which is, a few choice words were said at half time. But I thought we got a decent response in the second half. I thought it was pretty exciting, to be honest. I mean, pretty heart attack stuff for me, but, but I thought the lads responded well.
You've been kind of banging away at set pieces as kind of like a major problem. I mean, it's August now. Should this have been addressed by now or not?
Yeah, absolutely.
So why is it?
Well, whose fault is it?
I'm asking you whose fault is it?
It's the players' fault. It can't be. It can't be. Who else? I mean, you've got to execute. You look at the setups. Every single team in the world sets up slightly differently. But the number one thing that you've got to do, you've got to have that desire inside you that that ball is not going to be won by one of the opposition. Cleanly. It can't happen. And if it does, then you've got to react and get the ball out of your box. And it's something that we are having difficulty dealing with. The delivery was good. Delivery nowadays is very good. But it's disappointing. And it's not as if we don't work on it.
You put the first half down to the players, the unfamiliarity with the group of 11 you had out there tonight due to the various factors that made your lineup what it was? Or is it just the team, doesn't matter who's out there, they've got to be more on the ball right from the get-go?
No, I think if you analyse the back four, I mean, Ty and Adrian hadn't played for I don't know how long. And, anybody who's played the game knows full well that you can train your backside off, but as soon as that, Adrian knows better than anybody, as soon as that whistle goes, the tempo is totally different, the level's different, the whole energy is different. And, but I thought we equipped ourselves well. I thought second half we played actually decent second half. We changed the system. We had to, we matched up with what they did. And I'm not saying we deserved to win it. I'm not saying that. But that was a decent game for the fans.
Is Ricky okay?
No, he's done his knee.
Keith McCoovey came in. How do you think he fared?
Well, I mean, what did he have? 8 minutes? I mean, it's all you got to do is run around at that time. We'll analyse what went on, but you can see what Eric Hastley brings to the table. It happened in Chicago. When he goes off, there's such an immense presence on the field. He keeps us playing. And when you've got two players like Lewis and Eric up front, who Eric's hold-up play is sensational, and Lewis's feet are beautiful to watch. He's just got that knack of getting away into space. So the game changed a little bit when Eric came off, but I thought Keith came on, and when Lewis was blowing a little bit, Keith stepped underneath and did his shift. So he did, what every decent pro does.
I'll assume, Paul, one of the players that responded to your halftime discussion might have been Ashton, who was having a real battle in the first half. And obviously in the second half, I mean, I think that's his first right-footed cross in the pass all season. And to connect with Eric, who then flicks on for the finish, which wasn't easy either, had to be a positive.
Yeah, I think, we needed a shake-up at half-time. I think everybody in the stand saw that, and everybody watching at home on television saw that. So they responded extremely well, came out of the blocks very, very quick. I think with us changing the system a little bit, I think it helped the fullbacks immensely. The determination to get down, and everybody's thinking, well, whip it on your left foot, and he cut inside, and the movement in the box was excellent, and the cross was equally as good.
So just following up on Reggie, is there any sort of prognosis about how long he's going to be out, or is he seeing a doctor, or what's sort of...
He's seen the doctor, and the early diagnosis is that he's strained his ligament, which is, as you know, is not good.
Will everybody who's away tonight on international duty be available for Saturday in theory?
Hopefully without any travel problems. I'm hoping so, yeah. And then injuries, you know, I know Darren came through okay against Serbia. We spoke to him. And I know most of the other lads are playing now, so Decoy's playing tonight, Ryan's playing tonight. I didn't see the Canadian team, but I'm hoping that the lads played, so you know, hope they come through unscathed.
Sorry, Paul, I'm sure you've covered this, but just talk about Hasley and Silva and the way they were a threat really throughout.
Yeah, they're totally different players, as you can see from their stature, and but you know, when you look at the feet that Eric's got and the feet of Lewis, they've got beautiful touch on the ball. Eric's such a strong guy. He holds people off. He keeps the team playing, and if we can get a rapport going with Brian Johnson and Eric, or Lewis and Eric, or you know, combinations of those people, then you start to have something going. Then you can start to read when the ball goes into it. You know it's going to stick, so you can make runs. So it makes an enormous difference in the way that you can set up and the way you play.
What's different, Paul? I mean, from the first 10 games, there seemed different under your guidance. There seemed to be real sort of unity. There seemed to be making progress. Now it's winless in 3 games. What's changed, or has something?
5 players away on international duty. Suspensions of Logan Emery. You know, I mean, how many teams in MLS can have 6 starters out, or certainly 5 starters out, and put in a performance like that? I suppose it's your job to look at the negative side of stuff. It's not my job. My job is to get results, and we're getting results. We're nowhere near where we want to be, but I'm delighted with the camaraderie, the togetherness that is in that locker room. And I think that when you ask players to come after months of layoffs, and Eric Avia didn't play too much recently, and Eric Hasley's not played too much recently, and so if you factor all those things in, come away with a 2-2, and Poland will get most of their guns out there flying, so you can draw your own conclusions, but I'm reasonably happy with what's going on.